flies are our all-rounders in our SUP range at Fanatic. They've been extremely successful over the years, and we've been talking to a lot of people and asked them, hey, if you would want to change something within these 4 shapes, what would you change? Are you happy with the dimensions? And everybody was so stoked. They said, no, these boards are actually spot on for what they're meant to be. So we didn't change the shapes. They're still there. We have a couple different technologies which you can check out on the website, from more price sensitive to really high-end constructions, very nice and light. And these boards are just a no-brainer. You get on them, paddle, catch a wave. So easy. First timers, you jump on the 11, the 11.6, you get on there, and 5 minutes after you're actually cruising along, enjoying yourself. How's that going for you, Nick?
Well, I think for me the Fly is an amazing product. It was actually a bit ahead of its time when it came out a couple of years ago, the actual shapes. Everybody else was a lot longer. I mean, we're talking 12.6 sort of length for the same stability that we're getting on sort of a 10.6 board. So we were quite advanced, you know, what we were doing there. And that's allowed us to keep the board in the range for a while, not change it, not confuse people. It's an early, you know, we're sort of early days of this sport, yes. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible. Someone coming in, they're not sure what they want to do, waves or racing or flat water or choppy or kids or whatever it may be. I send them straight away, basic Fly, 10.6 if you're sort of middle of your road, sort of 80, 90 kilos, all day long. You want to go into the waves, you've got your little side fins in, a bit more grip, flat water on the lake, you know, you're literally backwards and forwards, and for me, it's a no-brainer, very simple, as you said, couple of constructions, soft deck as well now, grip deck, and yeah, obviously all the way through to the performance wood model. So I think we've got pretty much a construction and a product there to suit, you know, pretty much everybody as they're coming into that SUP sport.
It's actually quite interesting what Nick said, that we're a little bit ahead of our time there, because when we actually put those in production, honestly I was a little nervous. I was like, this is really right, we're going a little shorter and wider than everybody else. But like Nick just mentioned, we just did the right thing and it proved to be the right concept, and it seems that these dimensions just work great. There's a very even volume flow, so it's the ideal board to get into the sport of stand-up paddling, or actually even learn how to windsurf on. We designed a board that you can screw a windsurf base in here and attach a sail for your first time windsurf experience, and when you want to do that, you can actually take this little piece out here and attach a center fin to it, which makes it easy for you to stay upwind. But the main purpose obviously is paddling, and despite the size, actually you can take this board into the waves and actually ride it and enjoy yourself. It's a beautiful board to just go a cruise, catch the occasional wave, just have fun. I got the 10.0 here of our all-round line. This board sort of rounds up the line to the bottom end. In between the 10.0 and the 11.6 we have also a 10.6 and the 11.0, and as you can see we have different type of constructions, 4 types of constructions. You can check the details on the website. This is the wood edition, beautiful look. Then we have a HRS edition, a soft deck edition, and one more with no deck pad but with a very grippy deck texture. The 10.0 has a really wide range of use. Can be used in surf, in big surf, in small surf, or just to go cruise. Lighter people really will enjoy the board maybe for just cruising, so it rounds our all-round line off nicely. I think we cover it all from the 11.6 all the way to the 10.0. Added to the Flies this year, we actually offer 2 inflatable models. The shapes obviously are not 100% the same, but we adjusted them to be working as inflatables. Obviously we took some rocker out of the boards to compensate for the flex of the boards, and I think that's a great addition. It's a very easy to handle product. You basically let the air out, shove it in your trunk, off you go, wherever in your camper. Very easy, yet the boards are pretty stable. The shape is also with a flat deck to keep the stability with the volume out on the rails. This is super important for starting, and we kept the rocker flatter overall, like I mentioned before, because when you stand on the inflatable it actually obviously has a little bit of spring, so we compensated for that. The boards work nicely in flat water, can surf them even, and the amount of pressure you get on these boards makes them pretty stiff. You'd be surprised when you try, Nick.
I mean, I was actually quite amazed by them. I've used the 9 foot in some, little sort of shoulder high waves, and you can do as much as you're ever going to need to do on that type of product. For me, I live in England, and there's nearly 20 million people living in and around London. So I'd say 3/4 of these people don't have a big enough car to put a SUP in or on it. They don't have a garage. They may live in a flat. For literally all of these people, it's in a backpack, on your shoulder, on the bus, in the boot of your small car. Go to the river, to the lake, to the ocean. You get there, a couple of minutes later you've pumped your board up, you put your future fin systems in, which is
nice.
a lot better than some other products we've seen out on the market, so that makes it a more performance board, and you're out there having a great time. 9 foot by 31 for your sort of smaller people or your kids, or more weight performance. Obviously in the 10.6 by 34, anybody's going to jump on this board. They're so stable, they're so comfortable. You can fall off, bang your head on it, it's not going to hurt. Very safe product for your performance guys, but also your family and your friends. And it's the type of product you'll buy, you'll use it for a while. You may progress to a proper epoxy type board, but you will still keep this. Your family use it, your friends will use it, it will go next to your golf clubs in the back of your car. It's pretty much a no-brainer to me.